Hey guys, looking for new Metroidvania games? Then you've come to the right place. We've started the list with Bushiden, an anticipated action platformer being developed by Pixel Arc Studios. The game, inspired by classic 2D titles from the 90s, promises a nostalgic experience with a futuristic twist. The story of Bushiden revolves around the disappearance of the protagonist's sister. Rumors circulate that Gao, a powerful villain, has resurrected and is leading an evil army. The player takes on the role of the protagonist, a ninja who needs to unravel the mystery of his sister's disappearance and defeat Gao. Bushiden is an action platformer with Metroidvania elements. The player will explore a non-linear world, collecting items and abilities to progress. The next game on the list is Aeterna Lucis, the upcoming Metroidvania game from Aeterna Game Studios, scheduled for release in September 2025. It's the sequel to Aeterna Noctis and promises to expand the universe of the first game with a new protagonist, the Queen of Light, and an even larger interconnected world to explore. The game will follow the Metroidvania formula, focusing on exploration, fast-paced combat, and a rich story. Players will explore a large interconnected map full of secrets, side quests, and enemies to defeat. Aeterna Lucis will feature fast-paced combat and a variety of passive and offensive abilities. The level design will be intuitive, allowing players to enjoy precise movement controls and freedom to explore alternative routes. As the Queen of Light becomes more skilled, players will be able to explore the character's full potential in confrontations against epic final bosses. Constance is a hand-drawn 2D action-adventure game that puts the player in the role of an artist struggling to escape a colorful but deteriorating inner world created by her declining mental health. The game promises a unique and engaging experience, exploring themes of mental health, creativity, and self-discovery. Constance's inner world is a visual representation of her psyche, with each biome and its unique enemies and characters representing different aspects of her personal history and mental health. Players can explore over 6 distinct biomes, uncovering secrets, meeting characters, and completing side quests. Constance uses a brushstroke-based combat system, where the protagonist uses her brush as a weapon to defeat enemies and solve puzzles. Legends of Elementia is a game that is generating anticipation for its release in 2025, developed and distributed by Amit Babagil. It will be initially available for PC via Steam, with future plans for other platforms, including mobile versions for Android and iOS. It is a title that combines open-world Metroidvania elements with a strong emphasis on elemental mechanics, offering a rich experience in exploration, combat, and narrative. Legends of Elementia is classified as an action, adventure, RPG, and indie game with Metroidvania characteristics. This means that players can expect a vast open world to explore, with areas that become accessible as new abilities are acquired, a hallmark of the Metroidvania genre. The central narrative revolves around an epic mission to restore the elemental balance, which was disrupted by a catastrophic event. The Siege and the Sandfox is an anticipated game being developed by Cardboard Sword and published by PlayOn GmbH, formerly known as Koch Media. It was announced as a title that blends Metroidvania elements with stealth mechanics, creating what the developers call Stealthvania. The game is being developed using Unreal Engine 4 and promises a unique experience with retro visuals in a 16-bit style combined with modern techniques. The narrative of The Siege and the Sandfox takes place in a majestic, besieged city in the heart of a vast desert. The protagonist, known as Sandfox, is a legendary figure who witnesses the king's assassination by a traitor under the moonlight in the palace. Falsely accused of the crime, Sandfox is thrown into the underground dungeons and must escape to save the kingdom from a malicious conspiracy led by the queen, who committed regicide to consolidate her power. Possessors is a side-scrolling action game being developed by Heart Machine, the studio behind acclaimed titles like Hyper Light Drifter and Solar Ash. Possessors takes place in a devastated and flooded megacity called Sanzu City, which has been quarantined after an interdimensional catastrophe. The city, once conceived as a self-sustaining utopia by the megacorporation Agradyne, was abandoned when something escaped from its secret laboratories, triggering an invasion of horrors from other dimensions. These demonic beings possess human bodies, often transforming them into grotesque and mutated creatures. The protagonists are Luca, the host, and Rem, her less cooperative counterpart. Together, they need to explore this interconnected and dangerous world, learning to coexist to survive and unravel the truth behind the city's collapse. Forgotlings is a cinematic action-adventure game that will be released for PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. The game is developed by Throughline Games, creator of the acclaimed Forgotten Anne, and published by Hitsense. In Forgotlings, players take on the role of Fig, a talented doll on a mission to unite different tribes of Forgotten against an enigmatic beast prophesied to engulf the world in darkness. The game takes place in an enchanted realm inhabited by forgotten objects seeking a purpose. Players will travel to distant corners of collective memories, uniting warring tribes against a mysterious threat to their existence. Forgotlings offers a unique gameplay experience that combines elements of action, adventure, and exploration. Players can choose between a stealth approach or direct combat against enemies.
Chiefs to speak to each other, we have to be able to look beyond our differences.
An intruder! Block all exits!
Why are you crying?
Father was right. You're just a Forgotling. You wouldn't understand.
This world needs more than fighters.
Are you ready to learn Aeterna?
If a game can prevent Forgotlings from fighting each other, I guess it's well worth the time.
An ancient prophecy foretells a creature will gobble up the world and cover it in darkness.
I apologize.
Humans got us into this mess. It's time to sever the connection.
If you do this, the world will end! Wait!
Akatori is a Metroidvania platformer with a focus on combat and exploration. Players control Mako, a young woman wielding a staff to fight enemies and navigate diverse realms. The game features a unique combat system that combines staff and fist attacks, allowing players to combine and adapt fighting styles as needed. A key mechanic of Akatori is the ability to switch between two parallel dimensions. This World Warp ability allows players to rotate certain areas of the game 180 degrees, revealing new locations and opening up paths for further exploration. The story of Akatori follows Mako on her journey to save her world from destruction. The game takes place in a vast and mystical universe where Mako must forge friendships, face relentless enemies, and discover ancient gods. Mako's staff is inhabited by a mysterious red bird, whose origin and motives are unknown, but who may be helpful in Mako's journey. CRUDE is a dark fantasy platformer with Metroidvania elements and an open-world map, set to be released on Steam. The game puts players in the role of Cosmos, an MMA fighter who suddenly finds himself teleported to a dark fantasy world and seeks a way back home. CRUDE is described as a soul-like game, suggesting that it shares characteristics with games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. This likely means that the game will have a focus on challenging combat, permadeath, and exploration of an interconnected world. The Metroidvania elements suggest that the game will feature an interconnected map with areas that can only be accessed after the player acquires certain abilities or items. The open-world map indicates that the game will offer a large amount of exploration and freedom for the player. Hollow Knight Silksong is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed action-adventure game, Hollow Knight. The game puts players in control of Hornet, the protector princess of Hallownest, as she ventures into a new kingdom ruled by Silk and Song. Hornet is captured and taken to an unknown world where she must fight enemies, unravel mysteries, and climb a perilous journey to the peak of the kingdom. The game explores Hornet's lineage and the memories of her past as she travels through moss-covered caverns, coral forests, and glittering cities to unravel a deadly thread that threatens this strange new land. Hornet must master a new set of powerful moves to survive. She will unleash devastating attacks, learn incredible silk abilities, and craft deadly tools to overcome the challenges of the kingdom. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.